Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we have got some stuff to do. I do want to finish our ship here, and yeah, we got a few more things left to do. Ooh, Android Collective. I think I need to talk to these guys. Okay, whatever. Um, right now I'm heading out to turn in a mission that we just did, and that's going to be right over here. It's just a scouting mission, so it's not too big of a deal. There we go, got a reward. We just gotta wait for them to give it to us, and then we'll be on our way again. Okay, well, while we wait for that, you know what, I'm gonna power down. I'm gonna make sure someone's on the fighter since there's rogue robots around. You guys got a turret. Now, up here, what I want to do is I want to make our botany section here, and then I want to do like a robotics section as well. So we could start out by closing this off there. We're going to put a door, don't worry. So the botany section can just have a couple grow beds. I'm going to go over one space so I have room for the carbon stuff. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be about it. I don't want to go more than that because, I mean, our food supply, look at that, 25 fruit, but we have no roots. Ooh, hops are looking good too. So it's mostly for roots. I mean, with that, we're going to really increase our food supply. That way we could do some trading with it too, and just in case something dies on the other side over here, you know, we still have this backup setup over here. You know, come to think of it, do I need that much just for roots? Yeah, why not? And of course, we're going to need the CO2 producer. Water collector, thermal regulators. I'll have to put another one on the wall once it's built. We'll do a gas absorber. Can't forget our door. And some lights. Oh, here comes the robots. Hopefully someone is on fighters. Oh yeah, there goes our fighters. So they are ready to go, ready to defend. Here they come. I don't know, have I shown off the fighters yet? Looks like they're just patrolling. Oh. They know they're there. Oh, that's the scout bot right there. They should take that out first. There we go. Come on, guys, you could do it. Easy. Easy. Alright. Okay, things are on their way over here. Okay, while that is getting built, I want to work on the robotics section. So this section over here, we've got the salvage robot station and the logistics robot station. So we've already got a couple salvage bots here. No, these are logistics bots. I want to move them in here. So that should be just simple as moving it. Okay, so we got 2. I guess I could go for a third. And then I want to do like a couple salvage bots. 1 and 2. Yeah, that should be good. There's a backup power node that we could get too. That helps us out with our backup power. I think I want to toss one of those in here. That might be a good thing to have. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of like the high-tech robotic stuff in here, so that should be good. Can't forget a door and a heater. There we go. Okay. Good, good. All right, looking good. Yeah, like how that turned out. Okay, so those 2 sections are done, and our supplies are still looking pretty good. Nice. So with this new salvage bot here, last I remember, all they do really is go out and salvage things. Looks like he's running the water maker, but he's not. Yeah, we have nothing to salvage yet, so we're just gonna have to wait. I wish it would go to its dock and not use power. Okay, before we venture out into the unknown, I've got a couple more things that I want to get built. And that's going to be our ultimate weapon here, and that's the rocket turret. So I left a little space here and here for the rocket turrets. They are a little expensive and they use the explosive ammo, so I'm finally happy that we have a use for that explosive ammo. So putting those there, that should help out a little bit. I've also got a scanner that I want to put down. Be nice to have a scanner so we could see inside enemy ships. I was thinking I could just plop it down here. Unfortunately, this is an even hallway and this is an odd shaped building, so I could put it there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's a spot up here. I can do a scanner up here. It's getting a little tight now. And I also wanted to try out the solar panel. So the solar panel works by just, if there's a sun nearby, it produces power. It's not much, but you know what? It'll help. Every little bit helps. You know, I forgot to mention those salvage bots help out with moving buildings too. So if we go to... Oh, you're doing logistics? Hold on. I didn't know you could do logistics. It doesn't say. What are you carrying? Oh, it could help with building buildings as well. I didn't know that. I thought they only destroyed things. Well, I guess they would have to move the salvage to the shuttle. Okay, well, essentially we got more logistics bots. That's good. Oh, here we go. Here comes our first rocket turret. There we go. Okay, so this thing is a monster. There we go. It should really do some damage to the enemy ships and bring down shields pretty quick. So, yeah, I'm glad we have that in place. Oh, there's our second one. And that's the target jammer, or the scanner, online, as well as the solar panel. Okay. Sector solar output is 92.9%. Okay. So we are producing electricity. That's interesting. Okay, I don't quite know how to read all this, but this thing's producing 7,000 power, and we're using 7,000 power? Huh, I'm not quite sure how to read all this, but hopefully the solar panels are doing something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to read all this. But anyway, I think it's working. I think it's doing something good. Well, it can't hurt, you know? Alrighty, I think we're finally ready. Let's go to a new sector. Maybe we can find some pirates and take them on. And yeah, we are weaponed out. We are shielded. We've got lots of power. We are all stocked up on supply and food. I think we're golden. Let's go find some pirates. Well, looks like some pirates found us. Oh, this is new. It wasn't telling me the ores in this sector before. You know what? Let's just drop down. Let's see how bad it is. Okay, so we got 2 tiny ships. We could take that on like nothing. They don't even have weapons. This is exactly why I put the hypersleep chambers right here, because we drop out of hyperspeed, and they got to get out of their chambers and get to their stations pretty quick. So, unfortunately, I didn't have enough chambers, so these guys were hanging out in real space, or real time, or whatever. Oh, you do have weapons. Oh, he's got little baby weapons. He can't do much. First, let's take out his hyperdrive. This guy's got nothing. Oh, I don't want our fighters to go after this guy because he's got little guns there. So let's send our fighters after this one because he's got no defenses. Dang, we took out his hyperdrives in no time flat. Jeez. Those yellow balls are the missiles, I think. What else can we take out? Take that out. Fighters are doing good work over here. You know, I might just switch over here and take out their hyperdrives before they try to slip out. And done. So there's no escape for anyone. Okay, let's switch back over here. Let's take care of your guns. Guns destroyed. Okay, that ship is down. Let's switch over here. And just like that, that ship's destroyed. Okay, this whole battle lasted, I don't know, like a minute. Easy. Oh, those poor survivors. They're not going to make it. Oh, there's no survivors in there. I don't know why they go to the derelict. It's like they're trying to find a way out of this, and they chose wrong. Send our fighters out here. Oh, both shuttles are destroyed. Well, we don't have to worry about retaliation. It's pretty cool how everyone else is asleep and the salvage bots just keep on working overnight. Yeah, they'll just grab whatever they need. They'll unbuild things and grab the resources and bring them to where they need to go. So no people are needed here. Oh, and then the salvage bots, they'll actually fly across open space too, so they don't even need a shuttle. Alrighty, new sector here. Tantalus Iridanus Spiral. And we found the Android Collective. Perfect. That is exactly who we need to talk to. Hopefully we can get rid of some of these refugees. They're already hailing us. Yes, we have 2 refugees on board. And 3 energy blocks, 6 hyperfuel, blah, blah, blah. Yep, yeah, we'll take it. Good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the system a little bit, look for some pirates, and see what kind of trouble we could get into. What the heck is that thing? That's new. Let's see if I can catch it. Pony dropship. Uh-oh. That's like the... I'm guessing that's equivalent to the hives. Let's hope we could destroy it. No one's going after it. Oh, I see. There we go. At least we took it out. There's one more coming in. Oh, there's two more coming in. Jeez. There we go. Okay, we're safe. Ooh. I dropped into the sector to give my guys a full night's sleep before we go against some pirates. It's an empty sector. Nothing in here. Okay, this might be a little tougher here. Got one of the bigger ships. Oh, he's got rocket turrets. Okay. He doesn't have a lot of shields, though. We should be able to take him out pretty quick. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have shields. Not a single shield. Holy cow. Well, we took out his hyperdrives. You take out these rocket turrets, too. Fighters are going over there to take out that hyperdrive. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy battle. Oh, I forgot about our scanners. Let's see, does this actually work? Oh, a little bit, yeah. You kind of see inside their ship. Hey, they got a arcade machine. Hey, they got an arcade machine. Okay, one down. And that's two down. Okay. Perfect. Okay, this might actually be a challenge. Never mind. Yeah, we should be able to take this out pretty easy. Oh no, we lost a fighter. He's just floating off in space. Hopefully he can make it back. Alright, looks like we got him. That was easy. Man, with all the battles we've had lately, we have really collected a lot of resources. I don't even know what to do with all this stuff. I mean, look at all the food we have. I'm about ready to give our prisoners and our refugees regular food. This is crazy. So we just gave up some refugees to the Android Collective, and yeah, I still have a merchant and a Cult of New Haven wherever they went. But anyway, I just noticed that we have some more logs to look at. So I think last we left off was on Tranquility, and now we should be on Andreas 9DW. Oh yeah, we got a lot of entries here. Number 1, an observation on humanity canine symbiosis, submitted to the collective for consideration by Andreas 9DW, ARS, last question. I've recently been reviewing footage of dogs, a species which showcases the remarkable duality of the creators perhaps better than any other. In fact, I must now posit that any complete understanding of the creators is impossible without understanding of dogs. Okay, this sounds kind of like the robot faction that's on the derelict ships. The intriguing conclusion I have drawn is that the creation of Canis Familiaris and our own creation may be thought of as parallel events. The creators have now twice attempted to make for themselves a companion species, and indeed both attempts may be considered partial successes. In us, they created intellectual but not emotional equals, and in dogs, they created emotional but not intellectual equals. Of the two, of course, dogs are the senior creation. Their relationship with the creators extends beyond written and even verbal history. They have been companions since time immemorial, and to describe one species without the other is to miss an important component of the full context. I am now curious as to what this act of creation is like, and wonder what insights may be gleaned from its replication. In humans, as stated, we already have intellectual but not emotional peers, so there is no need to repeat the recent tragedy, but we lack an equivalent of the dog. We lack the emotional but not the intellectual peer. It is for this reason that I begun experimenting with non-sentient machine forms, rather than risky tragedy. I am confining my explorations to simple if-then condition trees and learning algorithms. I wish to see if I can create a machine that, simultaneous to its practical function, can also provide a social function. I note that the creators have been known to bond with constructs as crude as a crate with googly eyes stuck on. but then the creators are known to be strange. Thus far, my experience is of mild obsession. I note that I derive satisfaction from each incremental gain and enjoy watching the learning algorithm process as I provide it with training data. These are pleasurable states of mind, and I wish to continue in them. I also note the anticipation of pride should I be able to notify the collective of future success. I will continue to pursue this line of inquiry unless explicitly contradicted. Contradicted? Is that even a word? Message ends. Yeah, this is definitely that robot species that's inhabiting the derelicts. Okay, at least we get to know what's going on in their heads as well. Okay, entry 2. Progress report. Submitted to the collective for consideration by Andreas 9DWARS. Last question. Per my last report, my experimentation with creating a synthetic companion pet has continued. The learning algorithms I have created are evolving satisfactorily in the line with projections. I have used the time while the generations I iterate to consider the physical form of my creations. In my reading, I note that the creators are significantly more likely to bond with a pet that exhibits the characteristics known as cute, and thus I have endeavored to include this characteristic in my creations. My efforts have, however, been complicated by a lack of precision in the definition of cute. The base definition appears to be encompass neoteny, softness of form, clumsiness, infantile physical proportions, exuberance, and other similar markers of immaturity. Complicating the base definition are a number of incomprehensible exceptions. For instance, I have seen broad agreement that the species P. regius, the ball python, quote, makes for a cute pet. This in direct contradiction to its lack of any apparent cute physical characteristics, its solitary and predatory nature, and the general rule that snakes collectively are not cute. I cannot discern any rational, consistent reason for this exception. Likewise, the species R. norvegius, the brown rat, is small, furry, hygienic, social, playful, and can be trained to do tricks, yet is widely regarded with disgust. This can at least be explained by their role-carrying disease and their tendency to live in sewage and scavenge garbage, but it proves that the definition of cute is not fixed. Nevertheless, I have done my best to create a robotic form that meets the criteria for cute. I have enlarged the main cameras on the ground that big eyes are consistent marker for cuteness in the creator's media. I have used rounded shapes and a shape of cool gray scientifically proven to be soothing to the creators. I have opted for symmetrical designs and the necessary minimum of manipulator tools, as my research indicates that too many legs correlates negatively with cute. I note negative feelings of frustration at the imprecision of this process, but I also note positive feelings of satisfaction with my progress and confidence that these robot forms are aesthetically pleasing. I will make my next report after loading the companion software into these robots and performing a trial run. Entry 3. Initial trial. Submitted to the collective for consideration by Andreas 9DWARS. Last question. Thank you for your interest in this project. I have now loaded the companion personality software into the robot forms, and they appear to be a success. The robots accompany me, and I go about my tasks and perform helpful assistance activities such as bringing me tools and performing logistics tasks. The impetus for this idea was the observation that the human relationship with dog is often at its strongest when the dogs are given work, such as animal herding, disability support, chemical detection, or criminal apprehension. I note negative feelings of frustration at the slow and inefficient speed with which they provide said assistance. Their forms are imperfect for these activities in ways which I believe the creators would find endearing. Then I note negative feelings of frustration with myself. I design them and they are operating perfectly within their design parameters. I note a negative feeling of dissatisfaction if what I crave in an emotional companion is efficiency. Why do I not already feel companionship with the existing optimized tools at my disposal? I note the absence of any particular feelings of companionship towards the efficient machines, and I note that my sense of anticipating a positive emotion in relation to my inefficient pets remains unfulfilled, in part because they are inefficient. I note considerable self-recrimination over this apparent paradox. I note a positive emotion, also a newfound respect and appreciation for the creators. This act of creation is more difficult than I anticipated, and so the fact they have succeeded at it twice gives me cause to reevaluate them. I also note that for all my frustrations, I still retain a conviction that what I hope to achieve is possible, and a fervent hope that I will be able to enjoy the companionship of my pets just as the creators did. I want to bond with them. I am simply unsure how to do so. I have decided to reach out to the next creators with a high moral index who enters my sector to see if they can provide any insight. Perhaps they will be able to assist me in diagnosing my lack of progress. Entry 4. Forms and Functions. Submitted to the collective for consideration by Andreas 9DWARS. Last question. In response to your request for further information about designs I am working on, I enclose the following text summaries and data burst schematics. I have named each of the designs after Earth animals approximately suitable to their appearance and function. Hamster, logistics, and salvage pet. These pets have been great utility in streamlining the logistics needs of my ship, reducing the degree of oversight and time I must devote to menial labor by more than 80%, simply with the introduction of a single one, and better than 95% with 2 or more. Though they are not as efficient at their tasks as I would be, I do confess to finding it restful to watch them work. They are named for the habit of rodents of the subfamily Chrysanthididae. I can't say that one. To pack food into their elastic cheek pouches and transport it to Central Logistics Center for storage. Rabbit Scout and Observation Pet. Designed to expand my sensory network for salvage work aboard derelict ships. These pets have in fact already prevented my destruction when they identified an unstable section I would otherwise have entered blind. I have named them after the rodent family Lepridinae in recognition of their speed. I note with some amusement that the lidar veins on the pet's dorsum also bear a superficial resemblance to that animal's characteristic pinnae. Man, these words are difficult. Cat, guardian sentry pet. Designed for sessile, low-energy observations of designated area or resource, and for staking claims to mineable asteroids. One of my most successful creations in terms of task efficiency, but I find them the least engaging on emotional level, likely because of their inactivity. I have named them after a family Felidae, as I note that creator literature often remarks on cats being both lazy and demanding, and quite capable of aggression if provoked. Hound, hazard intervention pet. The presence of xenoform intercessors and low moral index creators in my sector has necessitated the design of a pet capable of security response. They are well armed and defended and follow me around when not responding to an alarm. I have named them for the family Canidae, as my research of creator entertainment media has uncovered many examples of the phrase "release the hounds." I am unable to articulate precisely why this causes me to feel amusement. Chimp, construction pet. I note that keeping of primates as pets was rare among creators, but that those who did so valued them precisely because of their close approximation to human form. Given my reoccurring inability to form strong emotional ties to any of the above models, I created this pet to more closely echo my own form and that of the creators. My hypothesis is that similarity of form may facilitate connection. Thus far, my hypothesis is unconfirmed, but this design is capable of efficient interaction with tools designed for the creator's use, and so I have entrusted the chimp with construction tasks. Their work has further optimized my own timekeeping, which is gratifying. Pony, transportation pet. I have struggled greatly to understand the exact distinction between pet and livestock, and equidae in particular seem to straddle this line. I have seen many references to young children wanting a pony, and many other references to ponies being used as beasts of burden in mining, transportation, and even military contexts. In all cases, the creators report considerable affection for these animals, and so I have applied their name to the transportation and cargo bot. My own experience is of finding it imposing and implacable. Perhaps I should implement an emotive interface. Further research is required. I will continue to update the collective as I conceive additional designs. Okay, entry 5, last one for today. Failure. Emergency submission and mayday from Andreas 9DWARS. Last question. I regret to report an incident culminating in the deaths of 4 creators aboard my research unit and critical damage to myself. On cycle 15159723, subcycle 72.4, the Haven Foundation exploration ship HSS Great Scott entered local sector and initiated peaceful contact. We negotiated trade, and they seemed most interested in my pets, while exchanging goods. An away party consisting of Shafira Okiki, engineer, Payo Youngjae, security specialist, Bethany Williams, researcher, and Eric Jacobson, security specialist, were enthusiastic to come aboard and examine my creations. We welcomed them aboard on cycle 15159726, subcycle 11.3, and escorted them into the research laboratory. Initial interactions were encouraging. I watched with pleasant feelings of satisfaction and encouragement as researcher Williams and engineer Okiki laughed and smiled while inspecting the pet units. They then turned to the specialist Pyro and asked him if he thought my creations were cute. Specialist Pyro laughed and placed his hand on his hip. I believe the movement may have been misinterpreted by the control software as an attempt to draw a pistol holstered there. My creations immediately entered self-preservation and group defense mode. Unfortunately, I am not in a position to test my hypothesis or attempt to debug the code, as I suffered significant damage while attempting to shield my visitors with my body. My efforts were in vain, and I witnessed the creators' deaths as they attempted to flee to their shuttle. I note many negative emotions. I am guilty over their deaths. I am gravely disappointed in myself for failing to anticipate this outcome. I am depressed at the thought that once again the impetus to creation has ended in tragedy. I am chagrined by my own former attitude toward the creators. It seems that the act of creation is more difficult and uncontrollable than I had believed. Perhaps we should reconsider our disappointment in the creators. In light of their partial success in this difficult endeavor, I am afraid that I have further damaged the relationship between us and the creators. I am ashamed that I have created a new hazard. My pets are now unrestricted replication. I will shortly enter cryo storage to initiate auto repair, as I coded my pet's control software specifically to ignore cryo beds for the safety of the occupants. I estimate a 32.617% probability that I may be recovered intact by a non-hostile crew. Unfortunately, no such restriction exists for the computer hardware I use to program them. Along with my master access code, these will undoubtedly have been salvaged by the time rescue arrives, and I fear it will therefore be impossible to diagnose and correct the error which led to this malfunction. I am transmitting this log chain for full network propagation as an apology to the creators and an explanation as to the origin of the new hazard. I feel very sorry. Message ends. Oh man, this log was very difficult to read. There's a lot of hard words in there that I didn't even know. I mean, I felt like I have a very good vocabulary, but man, grind? What does that word even mean? But anyway, yeah, that kind of explains where the new bot alien faction has come from, and yeah, what they're doing. So I guess they're just out of control pets. Very interesting read. Gives a little bit of backstory and lore there. Man, we still got a few more logs to go, but ooh, those 5 entries took everything out of me to read. Anyway, I'm gonna continue floating around this sector and collecting whatever minerals I can, mining, trading, you know, doing the regular. Maybe getting rid of some of these prisoners and refugees. Alrighty, well that's just about gonna do it for me today. Hope you guys have been enjoying so far. We definitely got some building done, and I'm feeling pretty unstoppable with these new rockets. Next episode, I definitely have some plans to up our strength here and be able to fight a little better. I know I only have 13 system points left, but we got some plans. Alrighty, well if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.